All right, it's the morning of July 4th, and myself and Bill, the engineer, are headed to the Kishinina mine. We're right now downtown Fernie at the Best Western, so this is the beginning of this tour. We are westbound on Highway 3, Crow's Nest. We get the Elk River on our left, headed to Morrissey, which is about the entrance point for the Kishinina mine. We just made a left on Morrissey Road, so we are now headed south towards the mine entrance. Alright, so we're on the gravel road. I told Bill it looks like the road's nice, and he says be patient. It's going to get a little rougher, so you do want to use a truck if you haven't figured that out yet. We are at a fork in the road, so instead of going down Morrissey to the left, we're going to take the right, which is known as the Lodge Pole Road. We're still on Lodge Pole. We had a couple more forks in the road. We stayed on Lodge Pole, and now we're looking up at the China Wall. What mountain is that, Bill?
Mount Broadwood.
Okay, that's Mount Broadwood, and that's known as the China Wall. All right, we've been driving for about 45 minutes, and we're at a fork here in the road, the McClatchy. Behind me. We're going this way. The road that we were on is now changing to Harvey Road. But we passed a deer and a rabbit. Not much else. So we just stopped again here just to take a look at the beautiful mountain which is on our left as we're driving towards the quarry. And all the snow's come down. We have a waterfall, which is quite nice. And you can see that the snow comes down the hill into the Harvey Creek, which you can't see. But as it goes down, it wipes out all the trees as it goes down. That tree wipeout then regrows with greenery, which the deer, elk, and moose then go up to eat. So it's just nature's way of cycling the nutrients. So we're still on our way to the quarry site, but we passed another deer. I'll just add that actually the avalanches can happen on both sides of the road. This one's obviously a lot more minor, but you know, we are in an avalanche zone. We're not supposed to stop. Of course, there's no snow now, but in the winter, you would not want to be stopping here. All right. We are at Sasquatch Junction, and looks like some people took a few shots at Sasquatch. This road here goes to Corbin, where I believe there's a mine, and this is where we came from on Harvey. This is, I think, where we're going. I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes, so no real Sasquatch yet, but we have. All right, we're over the Flathead River. We passed an old trapper's cabin whose name is Harold Underhill, and then we came to a junction which let us go right or left. Right would be supposedly the border to Montana, USA, but I don't think that there is a crossing anymore, but there was apparently about 100 years ago. And now we went left, which was Kishinina?
Sage Kishinina.
Sage Kishinina Road?
Yes.
And we're over the Flathead River. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I guess we're getting closer, but it's sure beautiful and it's sure quiet. Okay, we're over Sage Creek. There is actually a recreation site here. Picnic tables, beautiful creek, and a narrow bridge ahead. We have a family of deer just on the other side of Sage Creek. Checking us out. So they may not be as familiar with people at this point. Is that possible, Bill?
As a matter of fact.
Okay.
There's lots of people coming out here.
All right. Well, anyway, They kind of don't seem scared of us. Now they're moving on. Okay, well, we have an interesting stop. We pulled the car over and went for a small hike, and we have here an obelisk designating a border between Canada and the US. So I'm on the US and I'm in Canada. Bill is in the US. And if you stand at the top of this hill and look down the valley, you can see a cut, and that is the border. So, nice echo here too. Anyway, point of interest, Treaty of 1846, line established 1857 and 1861, surveyed and marked 1908 to 1907, United States side, Canada side. Okay, we are at Site 1. We finally made it. It's about 3.5 hours to get here from Fernie. This is the Slate Quarry. So the excavator has been breaking off slate. It's everywhere. It would go up this hill to break off more, and it just keeps going back as far as you can tell, and down, right through this mountain. It's right going all the way forward and up. So here we have pallets of slate that could be sold as is for landscaping, could be crushed. Is that right, Bill? This is a thicker, less desirable, harder to transport, or heavier to transport. No? Less desirable because it's smaller? This piece here is about 4.5 by 4.5. So there are there are some big pieces you can pull. And it's about 3 or 4 inches thick. Okay, so we're just a few minutes away from the road and the blue-gray slate. And this is, I'm going to turn the camera now. Okay, so we have a camper and an excavator, not sure if it's working. And, well, this patio here was made by the workers to show just recently what can be done with the slate in a landscape environment. And this is the river rock as well?
No, this is the red rock.
This is the red rock, sorry. Okay. Get some red rock samples here too. Some nice big pieces of slate. So it can be stacked and make a nice natural landscape, and it's quite a nice sort of blue-green color to it. And this is the red rock?
Yep.
Okay, it's quite nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It almost looks like stamped concrete, but that's a natural formation.
That's a natural formation.
Okay. Somewhat of a little fire pit here. So examples right on site. Camper sleeps 4, but it's locked up and looks in good condition. Has not been tampered with. Okay, we are on site for Kineshina Quarry, the River Rock site.
Yes,
Yeah, so this is all here, can be dug up. It's basically lying on the surface is what you're saying, right, Bill?
Yeah.
So we can could get an excavator here and load this up into containers and ship it away. And what would its use be? Once it's washed. And what would it be used for? Walkways, gravel walkways. Could be a ballast. So I guess it goes down. Bill, how far down would this go? How much material is there here?
It's hard to say for sure. There could be 50 feet.
Is there a lot though?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is typically kind of a fancy gravel, if you will. All right, we're at site 3, otherwise known as the Red Rock, and this is quite pretty. It's more reddish in color, of course. Some really neat designs, some nice big pieces. It's Bill's favorite. It might be my favorite as well. We're gonna grab some samples of it, and it just has that really neat textured appearance that almost looks man-made, but it's not. And I suppose it would be nice in any kind of garden setting, and I can't help wonder if maybe even inside in a bathroom or kitchen, depending on the style of the home. We're going to collect some samples, and there's a lot of it. Try to get some still shots here as well. This piece here is about 6 feet long. At least it could be. I don't think, either way, it could be, you know, a real centerpiece for a landscape. Could be a rock wall. Right, stand it up like an obelisk. Just got the river down here. It was obviously up here before. Bill just said he hopes I brought my video. He's leading me to the Cashanina Creek, which looks more like a river to me. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
Hey.
Wow. Feast your eyes on that. So again, we're walking on this red rock deposit, and it's everywhere. What a beautiful spot. So all these logs got dammed up in here. It's gorgeous. How would you like to ride down there in an inner tube? All right, we are at the 4th and final site. It's also a red rock site. It's all here. It's all here. This obviously hasn't been touched. Has this been mined, Bill? Okay, this 4th site has not been mined. So it's all behind here under this brush. There's an exposed part up here. Want to get down to it so that you can see it, but once you get around this corner you'll be able to tell there's a lot of it, just like the 3rd site. And it's this nice red rock again. I think it's called Agralite. There it is. So it's rich with it, And this site hasn't even been mined yet. So behind there is a lot of it. It goes all the way down. So I'm not a geologist, but I can also see that we're on that fourth site. There's actually, I'm walking on it as well. So it's everywhere. Luckily, I'm with somebody who did study geology, Bill the engineer. He says it's the same deposit as the last one. I mean, it's everywhere. You can see it here. Quite dramatic, actually. This could never be mined. It's too close to the river. Looks like a massive dam down there. So this there's more of it, but of course not able to take that. But it's everywhere here. It's a massive deposit of red rock. I think it's Agralite. There's an eddy down there. It's quite nice.